When I first got my Navy Federal account, the Navy Federal app was kind of hard for me to use, not gonna lie. I was banking with Chase Bank for so long that I was so used to using the Chase mobile app. So whenever it came time for me to use the Navy Federal app, I didn't know how things worked, and I kind of hated it, to be honest. I didn't know how to send money, receive money, make transfers, nothing. But now that I know how to do everything, because I've been banking with Navy Federal for quite some time now, the app really isn't that bad. It's actually, in fact, really easy to use. So on today's video, I just want to make a quick video showing you guys exactly how to transfer money, send money, receive money through the Navy Federal app. If you're already subscribed, then welcome back. But if you guys are new to my channel, my name is Ismael Sandiford, and you are now watching Just Money, where we talk about financial related topics such as personal and business credit, real estate, and other financial related topics. So if that's something you're into, then you're probably going to want to consider subscribing. But without further ado, let's get into today's video. Okay, so one of the things we're going to be covering is how to send or receive money on the Navy Federal app using Zelle. And then we'll talk about how to make transfers between your Navy Federal accounts and then make a payment on one of your credit cards or make a payment on one of your other type of loans. But first, let's talk about how to send money to another Navy Federal member. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is open the mobile app and sign in. Once you guys are signed in, look at the bottom right where it says more and then go ahead and click that. Once you click that, go ahead and click the word send money. You will then see three options. Option 1, send money to another member. Option 2, request a cashier's check. And option 3, send money with Zelle. If you're sending money to somebody who also banks with Navy Federal, then choose the first option. However, if you are sending or requesting money with someone who doesn't bank with Navy Federal, then I would choose option 3, send money with Zelle. But before we dive into Zelle, let's talk about how to send from member to member first really quick. So if you were to send money to another Navy Federal member, then you would obviously click the first option. Then on the next page, you're going to select the account that you're going to be sending money from. Then you're going to have to select the account that you want to send money to. You're going to want to scroll all the way down and then click add account. You will then be presented two options on which type of account that you would like to add. There's going to be a Navy Federal personal account, and then there's going to be a Navy Federal business or association account. Click whichever best fits you. Most of you guys though will probably be sending to a personal account. So if you click personal account, you can just type in the Navy Federal email and then you're set. Or if you don't want to put in their email, then the other option is putting their checking or savings account number in. In this example, I used the person's email and Navy Federal found their account, no problem. They then have you review the information. If everything looks good, then go ahead and click add account. Once the member is added, you will scroll all the way down to where it says Navy Federal member accounts, and then click the account that you just added to send money. Then you would simply type in the amount of money that you would like to send and then just click continue. On the next page, you'll just be reviewing everything to see if everything checks out, and if it does, click make transfer. The next page will then show you that your transfer was successful, so congratulations. The member that you sent the money to will then receive a notification almost instantly just confirming the amount of money that you sent them. And there is no minimum amount of money that needs to be sent in order to send money to another member. But ladies and gentlemen, that's how you would send money to another member on the Navy Federal app. Now, if they don't bank with Navy Federal, then you obviously can't use this option, so you would then have to use Zelle to send or request money. And for those that don't know what Zelle is, it's pretty much a fast and safe way for you to send and receive money from people or small businesses that you know and trust that have a bank account in the United States. And the money usually gets sent or received instantly if both of you guys are already enrolled in Zelle. So if you're sending or requesting money using Zelle on the Navy Federal app, then go ahead and sign in again. Once you're signed in, click more on the bottom right and then click send money. Now we're back at the three options, except this time we're going to click send money with Zelle. You will then be presented three options. You can either send money, request money, or split the bill using Zelle. But let's take a look at how to send money, so go ahead and click that. Once you click that, if you've already sent money to other people before, then you're going to see your recent recipients that you've already sent money to. And you'll also see recipients from your contacts with their Zelle information. If the person that you want to send money to isn't here, then you would just go ahead and click new contact. You would then type in their name, and they also give you the option to add a nickname as well. But you can either take their email down, their phone number, or their account and routing number from their checking or savings account. So that way, of course, you can send them money. And then on the top right where it says add from device, you can also add a contact from your phone's contact list. But after you put the person's information in, like for example right here, I just put a phone number and a name, and now I'm going to save it. Then you're just going to want to review the information on the pop-up box and then click next. Then on the next screen, you would just enter the amount of money that you would like to send. You can choose to send money now, or you can actually change the date to whatever day and time that you want the money to be sent on. Then just review the information on the screen, and if it looks good, then click send. And congratulations, ladies and gentlemen, you just sent money on the Navy Federal app using Zelle. Now, if you're requesting money from someone on the Navy Federal app using Zelle, then it's pretty much the same process that we just did. The only difference really is that you would click request money versus clicking send money. So it's pretty much the same thing, guys, so I won't be going over that. that, but it's pretty much the same concept. I will, however, mention though, if we go back to this screen right here before we click request or send money, then there's going to be a QR logo on the top right. If you go ahead and click that, then you can either scan somebody else's QR code so that way you can send them money, or they can scan your QR code so that way they can send you money. There's also two options down below. One is going to be for printing your QR code. Maybe you have a business outside selling clothes or food or something of that nature, and you want your QR code displayed so that way people can send you money if they don't have cash on them in hand. So that way people can send you money through Zelle straight to your checking or savings account. But your other option is to forward your QR code and a message to somebody that you're texting or selling something to. They would receive that, and that is another way to pay you as well. Now, another very important thing that I do want to mention is how to send money from your Navy Federal checking or savings account to another financial institution that you're currently banking with, like Chase Bank, for example. So in order to do this, you have to have a different email and phone number connected to each account. Like, for example, I have my personal phone number set up with Navy Federal for Zelle, and then I have my personal email set up with Chase Bank for Zelle. So if I'm using my Navy Federal account with my personal phone number to send money to Chase that has my email on file, then that's how that would work. So when sending money with Zelle to your other checking account from another financial institution, you would just click new contact and then type in either the phone number or email that is connected to that Zelle from the other financial institution. You would then review it, and if everything checks out, go ahead and send the money. One tip I will mention though is send yourself $1 to see if it goes through, and if it goes through, then you can go ahead and proceed to send the rest of the money. And the minimum amount has to be at least $1 if using Zelle. Navy Federal will not let you Zelle a penny or 50 cents. It has to be at least $1. Another thing I do want to mention is if you're using Zelle to send money from your Navy Federal account to another financial institution, then it might take anywhere from 1 to 2 business days to get there. So just keep that in mind. And also, for those that are new to banking with Navy Federal, if there's no physical branch in your location and you're trying to figure out how to send money to your Navy Federal account, then just send it using Zelle with your other current bank. But again, just remember they either have to have different emails, or one has to have a phone number and the other has to have an email. So get that done first and set up before sending money. And also, if you guys are finding any of this information helpful, if you guys could do me a favor and hit the like button, I would truly appreciate that because it really helps me out a lot. Now, the last thing I will be talking about is how to make a transfer on your Navy Federal mobile app. If you want to move money between your Navy Federal accounts or make a payment on your Navy Federal credit card or other type of loans such as auto loans or personal loans, then you can simply do all of this on the mobile app. You can also transfer money to one of your accounts outside of Navy Federal Credit Union or to another Navy Federal member as well using this method. Once you're logged in, the first thing that you need to do is add the transfer account information. So go ahead and click transfers on the bottom below. Then select view or add accounts. You will then select the plus sign on the upper right corner. Then choose whether you would like to add a Navy Federal personal account, a business or association account, or an external financial institution, aka another bank. If you choose a Navy Federal personal account, then it's pretty much the same method that we did earlier when we added their email or account number. And we're doing this so that way we can send money from our Navy Federal account to another bank that we bank with. So when looking at what type of account you would like to add, go ahead and click external financial institution. After you go ahead and click that, go ahead and put your account and routing number in, along with your name, and then click yes or no if you are the owner of this account. After you fill this information out, an email is going to be sent to you to verify this information. Go ahead and verify this email, and once all of this is set up, you have successfully added your other financial institution. Now, if you go back to the transfer screen, you will go ahead and click Make Transfer to make a transfer. You will then select the account that you are choosing to send money from, and then you will be able to select the account that you are trying to transfer money to. So you can choose to transfer money to any of your loans or credit cards that you have with Navy Federal. Like, for example, if you have a loan with them, like an auto loan, then that is one way that you would pay your auto loan bill. So if I were to click that, it will then show from and to, and then you would just select the amount of money that you would like to pay. And you also have the option to pick what date that you want to do the transfer on. It can be today, tomorrow, a week from now, whatever. Once you figure that out, go ahead and click continue. On the next page, you'll just be reviewing everything to see if everything checks out, and if it does, click make transfer. And congratulations, you have made a transfer. Now, if you want to select another account to transfer money to, like another member or another financial institution, then it's pretty much the same process we just did. Also, one tip of advice, if your financial institution is grayed out, make sure to open up the email and confirm your code. Once you do this, you will be able to use the account. If you don't receive the email, then just call Navy Federal and they will help you out. But that's pretty much it for today's video, guys. I hope somebody out there found value in any of this information. But if you guys made it to the end of the video, we are at 25,532 subscribers at the time of this recording, so I do appreciate all who watch. I do post weekly videos for those that don't know. If you guys haven't yet already, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet already, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that way you guys get notified every time I post a new video. And again, we talk about personal and business credit, real estate, and other financial related topics. So if that's something you're into, then you're probably going to want to consider subscribing. We talk about how to get high limits on your guys' credit cards. We talk about how to boost your personal credit, how to attain business credit. We talk about real estate. We talk about mortgage loan programs. We talk about all that. So this is your one-stop shop. And for those that don't know, I'm a licensed real estate agent, a realtor, and I'm also a licensed mortgage loan originator as well. So if you guys have any questions or concerns in regards to real estate, all my information is in the description below. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.